What if there were a more definitive way to measure what job is right for you? Well, if a recent study is to be believed, your mental makeup has all the answers. Stay tuned. If one were to map out the human mind, what would it look like? A new comprehensive evaluation attempts to quantify the unquantifiable. Think of it as mental DNA, only it's personality attributes that are assigned values. The endgame is simple. Systematically figure out what profession is the perfect fit for you. TechMax does some number crunching.
As one of the most important scientific discoveries of the 20th century, DNA uncovered some of the deepest, darkest secrets of the human body. Now scientists have expanded its reaches to unlock the secrets of the human mind. Dr. James Sohn, a biochemist and psychologist, describes his work as discovering the DNA behind personality traits.
The idea of the DNA of personality sounds very interesting, but what exactly is it all about, Dr. Sohn?
Biology uses the DNA to study information that encodes biological features, such as a tree, a human being, or any animal or plant individual biological units. Psychologists try to find out what exactly make up the human mind. You look at in Xintiandi now here, there are a lot of people doing there are countless interactivities, buying, selling, and you would like to think that these activities are random. Actually, as a matter of fact, they're driven by small forces inside us, and the psychologists compare these to the basics of the DNA. And in psychological studies, we call these the constructs. Again, they're similar to those codons. They're stable and distinctive.
So, are you talking about types? The type of characters, the type of personalities?
Well, not quite. Typing for a while was very important in psychometric analysis. It's neat, fun, and entertaining. It helps to popularize the concept of the psychometrics. However, typing has a problem. It does not have the resolution. For instance, you cannot divide people into 16 groups by calling the players athletes. There are 16, only 4 types, 8 types, or 16 types of athletes. A better way is profiling. Psychologists uses basic elements of a person's personality to form an overall profile of an individual's personality. Instead of dropping people into a certain set number of boxes, calling you this or that. Now here's an interesting analogy. Typing says there are 12 songs in the world. Which one is you? When profiling says there are 12 musical notes. Using these notes, what songs or what tune do you compose?
A world featuring 12 songs, or is it 12 notes that make up millions of tunes? That's the fundamental difference between the two approaches of typing and profiling. In 1946, Raymond Cattell, a chemist turned psychologist, developed a system that used 16 personality-describing words as parameters to describe the permanent traits of human characters. This method has become one of the most popular psychological analysis tools. However, Dr. Sohn has been working on a new system.
So, why do we need a new system? What's wrong with the old one?
Well, there's serious problems with those. First of all, they're very old, and also they're all translated, and sometimes they're poorly. And finally, they don't effectively deal with the problem of surface validity.
Surface validity? What is that?
I'll give you an example. For instance, people from here, everybody from here, apply to multinationals, and they're likely given a test to take. For instance, it contains questions such as like to provoke, pick up a fight with other people. Nobody with the same mind would admit, yes, I like to argue with people. They would say, whether they're of that kind of a personality or not, they would say no. Right? And so the questionnaire consists of questions that have very explicitly, clearly leading meanings.
These problems must be solved before the tests can be applied to real-life situations. That is why Dr. Song recruited a team with talent all across the board. Members include both majors in psychology and applied linguistics. And the cross-cultural background of Dr. Song is also a huge boost. How's the new system like? How does it work? Tune in next week and find out the answer.